Hey guys, and welcome to the Chapter 4 test. So let's get into it. So number 1 just says find x in each of the following. So I'm going to let you guys go ahead and do that. Make sure that you look to your trig identities on your formula sheet to help you out with this. So you are just looking for this side, right? So it's going to be that, SOHCAHTOA stuff, or that, sine, cos, and tan. Okay, and so for part B here too, just remember that you are now looking for an angle there, right? So, that's going to be something where you do like, I don't know, the inverse tan function, right? So on my calculator, that was that thing where I had to go, second and then tan, cos, or sine. Your guys' might all look a little bit different, right? But you should be used to that from the ones before. So go ahead and answer number 1A and B now. Okay, moving on. Okay, I'm not going to say any more. Just go ahead and answer number 1, C, and D now. All right, number 2. Solve for the variables shown in the diagram, or in the following diagram. So these are the ones where you need to kind of like work your way through it. So once you find one, it'll kind of help you find the other. Just know here that this y value, that's an angle. It's looking for this angle right there, right? So this x value is going to be the length from there to there, and the y is going to be the angle that's right there. So go ahead and answer number 2A now. Okay, 2B, just want to make sure you kind of get what's going on here. So again, this big X on the side here, that means we're looking for this angle. So that's what that one is. Z in this case is going to be the distance from there to there, and Y is going to be the distance from there to there. Okay, so go ahead and answer 2B now. Okay. All right, for this one, X is, like it shows, is the total length there. Y is going to be this angle, right, the capital Y. And then Z is going to be the length from there to there. So go ahead and answer 2C now. Okay, number 3 says Paolo is making a patio with paving stones. He needs to know how many square meters of paving stones to buy. Calculate the area of his patio. Alright, so what I would do here, give you a heads up, is I would make a straight line from there to there. And then I'd make another straight line from like there to there. Turn this thing into triangles. And then just remember, so it tells you this is 205 degrees. How many degrees would it be to here, right to that point? So that's kind of your hint, right? So how many degrees is it from there to there? That's going to help you figure out what that angle is right there. And then I'd say look over at 125 degrees. That's the angle from there to there. Well, I only really want this last little bit of an angle right there, right? So what would you do to figure out that? What would you do with 125? Okay, so that's going to help you figure out what those angles are. Those angles are going to help you figure out what this height of this triangle is here. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, you might not even need to figure out that little bit of an angle. What I would be after, the way I would go through this, is figure out like I said, what this is. That's what you're after, right? Because that's really the height of this triangle that we got there. And then you need the base of that triangle from like, there to there. And then the area of a triangle is equal to base times height divided by 2, right? So we could figure out this whole triangle here if we knew the base and the height of that thing. So there's that. And then the other part, everything else here, that's all super easy. The area of a rectangle is just equal to base times height. Okay, so those are your hints. Maybe I gave you too many, I'm not sure. Okay, so go ahead and answer number 3 now. Okay, number 4, a kite has the dimensions indicated. What is the length of the kite? So, top to bottom. So, like there to there, right? Well, one thing to make sure that you know is whenever there's like a dash like that and one over here, that means that that's also 50, right? So this one has 2 dashes. that means that, you know, these two over here are 62 as well, right? And that these angles from like there to there are 74 and 80. So there's actually a few ways that you could solve this one, and I'm going to leave it up to you. I want you to figure it out. So go ahead and answer number 4 now. Okay, number 5 says Chung Ho is standing on the top of a building that is 135 meters tall. The angle of depression to the top of the building next door is 71 degrees. The angle of depression to the base of the building is 77 degrees. The buildings are 31 meters apart. How tall is the other building? So remember what angle of depression meant. So if this is him standing up top here, if you drew a straight line out like that, right? Angle of depression. So if he's looking down this way, and there was a, you know, the top of the other building was like right there. Okay, then it's saying that that would be 71 degrees from there to there. Okay, now it's the other part of it. So that was 71 degrees. The other part is saying that the angle of depression to the base of the building is 77. So, you know, if I drew a straight line from that one down to there, that's going to be 77 degrees from the horizontal, or from that dotted line up there, down to this one, because it's an angle of depression. Okay, and it also says that the angles are 31 meters apart. So it'd be 31 meters there. And I guess I could have also wrote in that this is 135 meters from there to there. Okay, so your hint for this one is going to be that you won't actually need all of the information here. You're not actually going to need both of these angles. So you'll only actually need one of those. And maybe the other thing I could give you a little hand with is to know that 31 meters would also be the distance from there to, you know, there, right? From, if I made that into a triangle from, like, you know, the top to there. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to let you guys figure out the rest of that. So, yep. So go ahead and answer number 5 now. All right, number 6 says Bernhardt and Julia are observing an eagle's nest in a tree. Julia is 75 meters from the tree and sees it at an angle of elevation of 42 degrees. Okay, and then B says Bernhardt is standing 30 meters behind Julia. At what angle of elevation does he see the nest? So I'm going to let you guys go ahead and answer 6A and B now. Okay. And I'm actually going to let you guys take off number 7. So you can just actually cross off number 7 for this test. Okay, so that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next chapter.